I think Gen Z has made dating way harder than it needs to be. Genuinely, it should not be this hard when you think about it, because we have things like dating apps, we have social media. We can literally find someone, see what they look like, get to know the things they like. We can even know where they were last weekend. And if we want to go a little bit extra, we can find the kind of songs they listen to on Spotify. In fact, I will argue that we have so much more ways to meet people and get to know them than probably any generation that came before us. And somehow, despite all these resources, nobody knows how to talk to anybody. And you may think I'm exaggerating, but you could genuinely like somebody and that person could genuinely like you back. Both of you could be aware that you like each other, but it's still not going to go anywhere. I'm going to ask those two people 6 months down the line, so are you guys together? They're going to say, well, we're just seeing where things are going. What do you mean, bro? Like, where the are you going? You've been seeing where things are going since February. Lock in, bro. So what's going on with you and Stephanie, bro? Nothing, bro, nothing. I mean, you and Stephanie talk every day. Yeah. You've been on 5 dates, bro. Yeah, so what? Bro, you told me you met her parents last week. Yeah, I did. So what if I met her parents? Bro, I see you guys talk on the phone every night. Yeah, we do. That's right. And? So that means she has to be your girlfriend, right? Whoa. Let's not throw the G word around like that. Bro, what? And this is genuinely what makes dating right now so damn confusing. Because I don't even think Gen Z necessarily hates the idea of relationship. I don't think that's the case. I think we actually do want relationships a lot. We just have no idea how to navigate getting there anymore, because right now shit's just complicated. Shit's messed up right now. And I think the first thing that makes dating so weird now is the obsession with looking like you do not care. Everyone's basically playing the nonchalant Olympics. It's like we're all competing to see who can hide their emotions the best. And somehow it seems that caring for someone and showing that you care for that person has become embarrassing. These days people are going to tell you, if you like somebody, do not let them know too early. If they text you, do not reply too quickly, or else you're going to come off as too needy. And if they reply to your message instantly, people are going to make you think that that person is unemployed for replying to you within 5 minutes. And people will tell you, if you want to compliment somebody, do not do too much. And if you want to tell them that you miss them, absolutely not. Don't even think about it, because it's like a taboo or something. And apparently you're not meant to send 2 messages in a row, because that's a federal offense or something. It's going to look like you're being too needy or too clingy, too desperate. Like, bro, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Bro, she hasn't replied to my messages yet. Yo, how long has it been, bro? It's just been 7 minutes, bro. Yeah, GG's, bro. You're cooked. She for the streets. Bro, what? So what are you talking about? Don't ever text that bitch again, bro. Bro, I just asked her a question. It doesn't matter, bro. What am I supposed to do? Just wait. Wait till she texts back. For how long? Until she texts back. Well, what if she doesn't text back? Then you move on, bro. Do I have to tell you everything? After all, there are plenty of fishes in the sea. Bro, it's just been 7 minutes, man. Exactly. But you know, I kind of understand why we do this as Gen Z. Because right now, nobody wants to come across as the person who cares too much. Nobody wants to put themselves out there and risk getting rejected. Nobody wants to send somebody a genuine paragraph anymore. So we'd rather just protect ourselves and our hearts by pretending that we do not care. But you see, the problem is, if both parties are pretending not to care, how is anything supposed to happen? You know, when people think like this, you're going to have 2 people sitting on their phones just thinking, man, I wish that person could just text me. Why simultaneously refusing to text each other? They're going to keep wishing the other person just texts first. 3 days later, both people have convinced themselves that the other person just was not interested in them. That's why they didn't text. Meanwhile, they both decided not to be the first one to text. Bro, it's so funny because we're literally doing this to ourselves. We're literally sabotaging relationships before they even become relationships. And honestly, I do not think this whole nonchalant thing came from nowhere, because we've spent our entire lives watching people's relationships through a screen. And that's honestly an area where I think social media has completely changed dating, because now you're not just dating the person you're with. It feels like you're competing with every relationship you've seen online, because you're going to open TikTok, you're going to see some guy surprising his girl with flowers and a fully decorated hotel room. And you're going to see another guy who just surprised his girl with a vacation to Ibiza or to Maldives or to Barbados. And someone else's boyfriend just bought that girl like a $10,000 Coach bag or something. And you're just going to be sitting there thinking, damn, is my partner actually doing enough? Am I settling for this person? And it's honestly so annoying how much Gen Z loves to compare themselves with people online. Bro, the dating game for Gen Z is so messed up right now. Guys are constantly being told what women supposedly want from their dream man. You hear shit like, oh, you need to be 6'7" you need to make 100K a month, you need to have a supermodel face and a supermodel body, you need insane amount of confidence, but not too much confidence, or else you're gonna come off as an asshole. And you need to be masculine but also emotionally available. You need to provide but also have time for her. Like, bro, it's like a long list of things that a guy needs to be just to date a girl in this day and age. Dating right now is so similar to a job interview because suddenly everyone is walking into dating with a job description. Another thing that annoys me so much about women in my generation is that they ask so much of their partner and they are not willing to work on themselves. Like, bro, they want a guy to come and pay all the bills and rescue them from poverty. Meanwhile, they're not willing to get off their lazy asses and just get a job. So, Sophia, what kind of man are you looking for today? So, I want my man to be 6'7" tall. I want him to be a billionaire because I'm expensive. Clock it, women are naturally expensive. And I want him to come and pay all my bills. Okay, but how would you improve his life though? Excuse me, what that mean? You know, what are you gonna add to his life? Like, what do you bring to the table, Sophia? Excuse you, never ask a woman that question because bitch, I am the table. Clock it, girl, my body T. Look, having standards is not a bad thing. Obviously, you should know what you want from your partner. But I think social media has just made us forget something really, really important. Real people do not come with perfect specifications. You're not going to meet somebody who's going to perfectly match every single thing you've written down in your head. That's not going to happen. And sometimes you might even meet somebody who doesn't look like your typical type, but you're going to end up liking them because of the way they make you feel. Because at the end of the day, physical attraction isn't always important for certain people. I think dating apps have also made this problem even worse because before, if you met somebody you liked, you actually had to get to know them. You couldn't just swipe 5 times and find another person. Now you can have a perfectly good conversation with somebody and maybe they just say something you do not like and you're already thinking, well, whatever, it is what it is. There's probably somebody better on the next swipe. Bro, that's a dangerous mindset. You're not looking for a good person anymore. You're just looking for the perfect person, the ideal textbook person. And the problem with looking for the perfect person is that you can always convince yourself that there's someone better because there's always going to be someone better looking, funnier, taller, more attractive, more successful, more interesting. And eventually you're not just dating people. It's like you're shopping for the perfect partner. And ironically, despite having all these options, a lot of Gen Z is still incredibly lonely because the other side of modern dating is that a lot of people don't even want to try anymore. A lot of people have given up. You see someone you think is attractive, you want to talk to them, but then your brain starts creating all these different scenarios. Oh, what if she thinks I'm weird? What if she rejects me? What if her friends laugh at me? What if she gives me a fake number? All these things, you're thinking about it in your head. Another thing is that these days you don't even have to approach a girl before she calls you weird. You could just be minding your business in the gym, trying to hit your chest, your arms and your back, and you randomly just see that you're trending on TikTok. Why? Because some girl caught you in a video in the background and she labeled you a creep trying to stare at her. Like, bro, make it make sense. Make it make sense. This is why men are no longer approaching women anymore. And they end up complaining, but they're the ones telling us not to approach them. Anyways, that's just what I think. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. And like, subscribe, watch the next video, and I'll see you there, baby girls. Goodbye.